Gaming Albino.
What's up everyone, I'm the Gaming Albino, and welcome to Versus. This is the show where I compare two different games and see which one is better. I will judge the games based on their key features, such as gameplay, music, and replayability. Whichever one of these games wins these subjects will be rewarded with a point. In this episode we'll be looking at the Super Mario series. In this corner we have Super Mario Galaxy, released on the Nintendo Wii back in 2007. This game is the successor to Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine. It is the third 3D Mario platformer in the series. During the time of its release, the game received spectacular reviews and was popular enough to spawn a sequel. Speaking of, in this corner we have Super Mario Galaxy 2, released back in 2010, and I'm losing my voice and this is really awkward. Released in 2010 on the Nintendo Wii, this game is the direct sequel to Super Mario Galaxy and is the fourth installment in 3D Mario platformers. Which one of these games will end up on top? Let's find out. Story. Super Mario Galaxy begins with Mario being invited to Princess Peach's castle. As it turns out, it's the night of the Star Festival. Every 100 years, a comet passes over the Mushroom Kingdom and causes stardust to fall from the sky. When Mario arrives to the castle, Bowser shows up to crash the party. He forcefully invites the princess to see the creation of his brand new galaxy and kidnaps her. The castle is ripped from the ground and is taken up to the stars above. Before Mario can save the day, Koopa Kart here blasts him away into space, where he's then followed by this creature called a Luma. He wakes up upon a grassy planet where he meets Rosalina, a woman who claims to be the protector of galaxies and the mother of the Lumas. She explains that her ship, the Comet Observatory, has had its stars taken by Bowser. Without them, her ship is unable to move. She tends one of her Lumas to stand by Mario's side during his journey, to grant him this spin power. And this is where Mario begins his adventure to retrieve the stars and rescue the princess. In Super Mario Galaxy 2, the story takes place after the original game. Once again, every 100 years stardust falls onto the Mushroom Kingdom and the residents gather around to enjoy the stardust. Again, Mario is invited by Peach to enjoy the special event and eat some cake. On the way to the castle, Mario finds a lost little Luma. The creature takes quite a shine to Mario and joins alongside the Red Plumber, granting him a spinning ability. For some reason, everyone is surprised to see the castle being attacked by Bowser again. You'd think they'd get used to it by this point. Again, Bowser kidnaps the princess. Mario pursues with the assistance from the Lumas. Mario acquires a Grand Star and finds himself on a planet-like object where he meets Mii after a trip to McDonald's. Actually, this character is named Lubba. Both him and Mario need each other's help. Lubba needs stars to power his ship, and Mario needs a lift to save the princess. Lubba takes a Grand Star to turn his ship into Starship Mario, and set off into the stars to begin their adventure. Super Mario Galaxy 2 didn't waste any time getting into the gameplay. It rushed a quick story so you can get right into the game. The first Galaxy game took its time to give us a detailed plot and actually get us invested into its characters. The sequel just rehashed the same plot from the first game. Neither one of these stories is considered groundbreaking by any means, but I'll give the point to the first Galaxy game for actually trying to go in a little more depth. Gameplay. In the first Galaxy game, Mario is set free to explore this game's hub world, the Comet Observatory. Around the hub there are multiple domes, some that can only be accessed by gaining stars. To gain stars, Mario must go into one of these domes to travel to one of the multiple galaxies within. In these galaxies, Mario is given objectives, which can be accomplished by mastering his many skills, such as jumping, stomping enemies, spinning, and defying gravity. Completing the objectives will give Mario a star. The more stars he obtains, the more domes and galaxies he unlocks. The more he unlocks, the closer he gets to Bowser. One thing you've already noticed that this is the first Mario game in history that takes place in outer space, which is full of oddly shaped planets that makes for some great platforming. Other new stuff brought to the table is Mario's handy spinning attack, which is used by shaking the Wii remote. Many levels in this game utilize the Wii's motion controls. You can even point the remote at the screen to collect these things called star bits. The same can mostly be said for Super Mario Galaxy 2, except in this game the hub isn't nearly as big. But instead of traveling from one end of the hub to the other, galaxies can now be accessed with one button, which saves a lot of unnecessary traveling. They are all displayed in this Super Mario Bros.-esque overworld, but to get to further worlds, more stars must be obtained. In both games, Mario can find plenty of power-ups to help him on his journey. The first game gives you B Mushroom, Boo Mushroom, Fire Flower, Ice Flower, Spring Mushroom, Red Star, and the Invincibility Star. The game's sequel has almost all of these power-ups, besides the Ice Flower and Red Star. But the game introduces new power-ups such as the Cloud Flower, Spin Drill, and Rock Mushroom. But the biggest thing in the game would be the inclusion of Yoshi, who sadly didn't appear in the first game. Yoshi can gobble up enemies, hit switches, access certain areas, and provide a higher jump with his Flutter Kick. Not only that, but he can use his own special power-ups, the Blimp Fruit, Dash Pepper, and Bulb Berry. On Mario's adventures, he can get a bit lonely. In the first game, a friend can pick up another Wii Remote and move around another cursor around the screen to collect and shoot star bits. In the second game, player 2 can become a Luma that collects items and kills enemies. Lastly, the sequel had something else that the game was missing, and that was the Cosmic Guide. When the game got a bit difficult for inexperienced players could have the option to let a guide play the level for them, which would give you a Bronze Star instead. The first game had an amazing hub and started something truly unique and amazing, but the second game built upon it, expanding the power-ups, game options, and multiplayer. For that, I give the point to Super Mario Galaxy 2. Galaxies. There are far too many galaxies in this game to talk about all of them, but what I can tell you, each game has unique levels that are full of amazing amounts of creativity that are just fun to play and even look at. They burst with color and friendly characters. The first game introduced me to so many galaxies that just reminded me of Super Mario 64, like the Haunted Mansion Galaxy, Honey Hive Galaxy, Gusty Garden Galaxy. There was fun waiting around every corner. Same thing can be said about the second game. It had Tall Trunk Galaxy, Sunshine Beach Galaxy, Boulder Bowl Galaxy, the list goes on. On top of that, each galaxy has its own fitting music that adds to the atmosphere that really sucks you into the game. Each galaxy could offer hours of entertainment just exploring all the amazing environments. Neither one of these games has better galaxies than the other. It's a tie. I couldn't honestly pick. I give the point to both games. Once again, the score is tied. Let's look at our last subject and find which of these games will stand on top. Replayability. After defeating Bowser in the first game, you still have to collect 60 other stars, for a total of 120. Once completing that, you're given the option to play the whole game again as Luigi. It's the exact same, which leads to a couple hilarious moments where Luigi ends up talking to himself. But after beating the whole game again, you're given one last level. It's nothing difficult. It's pretty much a replay of the first level, cram-packed full of the friendly characters you met on your journey. In the second game, you collect 120 stars, and you have the ability to switch from Mario to Luigi at any time. On top of that, green stars can now be obtained. They are hidden in regular levels in very tricky spots, and that makes for a total of 240 stars. On top of that is the final level, which tests your skills and abilities. To this day, it's still one of the hardest Mario levels. If completed, you are rewarded with a star and a friendly message from Rosalina. I think it's safe to assume which one of these games had more to offer. And if you're still not sure, I'm giving the point to Super Mario Galaxy 2. With a score of 3-2, Galaxy 2 is the winner. Super Mario Galaxy had a larger impact and wow factor while also boasting more originality. Considering it was the first in the Galaxy series to be released, it innovated so much. It took some of the best features from its previous games and created something beautiful. But so did Galaxy 2. It took all the great stuff from the first game and expanded on it. If you think the first game is better, you're completely wrong. I'm only teasing about that, please don't hate me. These games are each unique, and one of these would not be as amazing without the other. They are not just some of the best titles on the Nintendo Wii, but together they shine as some of the best titles in gaming history. I'm proud to be a Mario fan, and I have no doubts that I still will be in the future. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to go to the comment section and leave me your opinion below. And leave me suggestions for future videos. As always, thanks for watching. Bye bye!